What's up, y'all? Stevie J here, Beyond the Details. This is going to be kind of a two-pronged video. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know what's been going on with me. I'm recording this on my iPad Pro, so hopefully the quality's okay. First and foremost, about 5-6 weeks now, we moved into a different house, which was only about 20 minutes from where we lived previously. So I had to deal with the move and get everything packed. So it was really hectic. And then obviously when you move in, you have to get it situated get everything situated. So had to take care of that. So that's kind of what held me up for about 2-3 weeks from making new videos. And then we went on vacation. So we went to San Antonio, we went to Austin, so that was another week that was outside of, making any more unboxes or videos. And then I had a slight accident where I was pouring gasoline into my trailer. And I guess from what they told me, because the pressure washer was still hot, my gas tank literally blew up in my face. No, the pressure washer was not on. Long story short, it was just, back of my trailer got burned. So, that really sucked. But yeah. So, it's been hectic. Haven't really had time to sit down and make videos. I'm not monetized. I don't have many subscribers either. So it's really tough for me to pump out consistent videos when not many people are watching. But again, I watched a video by somebody I really like watching, which is Jay Williams. And he was, explaining how when he first started, no one watched. Now he has like 200-something thousand subscribers. And one of the things he said was you have to consistently push out videos, so that's what I want to do, and continue to grow and get better with my video production, because obviously right now I kind of suck with that. So yeah, it's been a while. Had a lot going on. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks. I plan on getting back in the swing of things. I have an Oculus 2 that I got for my birthday, which I haven't opened up. I'm probably going to return it, but I'm guessing maybe I'll just do an unboxing so you guys can see what that's about. But I'm not sure. I want to return it, so I'm not even sure if I want to open it. But yeah, first video I've done just sitting down in here like this. This is my new office. I'm going to do a video. I want to show you guys what's going on with this, how I have my 4 monitors set up, my gaming PC, my Mac, my iMac, how I have everything set up. As you guys can see, you can see 2 anime posters. I have a lot of posters around here with anime and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways. Later on this video, you guys are going to be tagging along with me. I'm going to be detailing a Jeep. I believe it's a 2019 Unlimited Rubicon Wrangler. Doing a one-stop polish, which is really more of an enhancement because I'm only doing 2 to 3 passes. So it's not really for paint correction purposes. It's more so paint enhancement I would use just to bring out the depth. And then I'm going to do 3D epoxy over that. He does want some type of protection on his wheels, so I'm either going to use CMX ceramic or I'm going to use C2V3. Not sure which. And even the CMX ceramic is a sealant. It's a spray sealant. It says ceramic, but it's really a spray sealant. Because I want to give him about 4 months of protection. I don't know what my dog's barking, but I want to give him about 4 months of protection on his wheels. Anyways, I'm back. I'm going to go check on my dog, see what's going on. I haven't made too many videos, and I've been dying to reach out. I've been seeing that my videos have been getting, a couple dozens or over 100 views, which is good for me, which is a big upgrade. So, like I said in my earlier videos, my earlier cut of this video, I moved, I went on vacation. I had a lot of stuff going on. So anyways, today what we're working on is this Jeep Wrangler. As you could say, it needs a lot of work. What we're going to be doing is doing the inside and the outside face of the wheels. We're going to be doing undercarriage to coat that, or to treat that so it's black. We're going to be doing a trim restore with Solutions Finish all the way around. We're going to be using Solutions Finish also on the side steps. We're going to do a polish, Solutions Finish on here, getting all the bugs off, obviously. Getting all the bugs out the front, which will come up with a clay bar, doing all that, trim restore. Yeah, so it's going to be a major difference, and we're going to go ahead and start it. Let's get it.
guys know about that. Notice a lot of details don't do. You should have a generator, a pressure washer and a generator, excuse me, if you're fully mobile. Gives you professionalism, allows you to take any job. You don't have to ask the clients for water. When you turn your pressure washer off, as you see, there's going to be pressure in the hose. You always want to go ahead and release that pressure in the hose, where you don't just have, the water pressure built up and, stuck into the line, or your pressure wash hose, I should say, into your gland, so your foam cannon gun. Second is gloves. You always want to use gloves. Why? Because all the soaps and whatnot that you're using, they will seep into your pores. It's a lot better on your skin to use gloves. I think it's very vital, and I want to make sure that all detailers, have some gloves. And get some good gloves. Don't get some cheap clear gloves that rip easily. Go and get like some Venom Steels, which is the gloves that I always have been using for the past couple years. They're great, they work, they last. During the summer, you are going to sweat, so your hands are going to get soggy. So every 20-30 minutes, in my opinion, you should, air your hands out, take the gloves off, let your hands air out, dry them up, and then go ahead and put some other gloves on, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing like paint correction and stuff, you might not have to worry about that, because if you know what you're doing, you're not going to have excess, polish or compound or wax or sealing thrown everywhere. So that's very vital as far as at least when you're washing the car, and then when you're doing the interior, if you're using a lot of chemicals and whatnot. So now that we foam cannon the entire vehicle, what's the next step is the hand wash. What's the point of a foam cannon in the vehicle? Is it for show only? No, it's not. It's actually to give you lubrication when you're washing. Otherwise, you're going to have to use the 2-bucket method. With this, you can bypass the 2-bucket method as long as you know what you're doing. This is going to be dripping off some of the contaminants that is on the vehicle. Then when you come back with your bucket with soap and you're washing mint, you're just doing gliding. You're not applying any pressure. As I've said in a previous video, you don't apply any pressure when you're doing this. You're literally just controlling where the wash bit's going. So let's go ahead and wash this. Then after that, I was going to do a clay bar on this, but he said he had a clay bar 3 months ago. After I wash it, I'm going to check the surface. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to clay bar this as I originally thought. I'm going to do an iron decontamination. Let's go. Folks would say that you have to wash from the top down. That's not true. Really not true. I've been doing this for a while. Wash it how you want to wash it, because you got to get the entire vehicle. The most important part of any wash is actually not this stage. This is just to get 99% of the dirt up. Or not 99%, about 90%. And then after that, clay bar or iron decon. What's important is when you dry it, when you always want to have some type of drying aid. That's going to really get all the spots that you might miss. From doing this a while, I always miss spots. So I might get 98% of the car, and there might be a little teeny spot. Once I wash off and notice I'm not going to soap it up again, I'll get that with the drying aid. I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to start this back up. All right, so now we're doing 2 things. Come with me. Okay, so when you have things like this, what I always have to do is get a bug remover. 9 times out of 10, you can just use a degreaser or something, but the bug remover is made to be safely used on surfaces. And I would only do this, I would only apply this within 5 minutes of me going to wash the car down. Haven't had an issue, but again, you never know. So I don't like it sitting on the car. I always do this before I do an iron decon or clay bar, and before I wash the car off, so I can make sure I get all the residue off of the vehicle. So what I do that is I spray it on all the areas that have any type of bugs or soot, contaminated either on the plastics or the paint. And after you let it sit for a couple minutes, what this will do is the stuff will literally just wash off. Done this a million times, works every time. And it's actually I know it's a McGuire's gallon bottle, but I don't want to misquote quote which one it is, but I believe it's just would be considered just M.I.A.'s bug remover. It's the same color as the degreaser. It's like a I don't know how to explain this color. It's yellow orange, but it's like translucent, like neon yellow or something, and it looks like the same color as the degreaser, so I'm pretty sure it's probably close to the same product, maybe just diluted, but don't quote me on that. So when I do that, again, you'll spray this on all the areas that have any type of bugs on it. Second thing to do, which I always do afterwards, 'cause I don't like this stuff sitting on the wheels, is I always advise you get some type of pump like this. You can get electric instead of using a spray bottle, but this is a non-acidic wheel cleaner, and from there we're just going to get it all in the wheels. Try to get it on the inside also, which is why I recommend a pump to get it all in the back, because why? When you wash it off, you're going to wash the face, and then you can put the pressure washer inside and you'll get 80-85% of it off. Just show you guys again, and do the entire face. I believe this is P&S Brake Buster, but it's blue, so I'm not exactly sure. This can't be the P&S Brake Buster I have is purple or pink, so I'm not exactly sure what non-acidic wheel cleaner this is. I use a couple of them. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the non-acidic wheel cleaner on this one, do it on this one, then we're gonna wash the car off, and I'll be back. Now, like I said earlier, it doesn't necessarily matter how you wash your vehicle as far as top to the bottom, but when I am washing off the vehicle, I wash from top to bottom. When you first start, after you have foam cannon and you put your pressure washer tip in there, before you do it on the vehicle, always just give it a spray or two just to make sure it won't fly off. Trust me, save yourself. Pressure washing, you always want to fan it. You never want to just stay in the area or go too slow. You fan it. What that does is it really knocks down on the possibility of messing up something on the paint. So now we're doing an iron decon instead of the clay bar. Which what does iron decon do? Iron decon gets the contaminants off the paint that no matter how many times you wash, it's not going to go away. You put a glove on like this or a latex and rub your hand against the vehicle after you wash it. You know you need to get an iron decon or a clay bar if you can feel the little ridges, the little dots in the paint. So because this client already had his car clay barred within the past 3 to 4 months, he wasn't sure 3 or 4 months, which is still soon. I don't want to mar the paint, which is what a clay bar does. A clay bar mars the paint, and then you have to polish. A light polish will get the mar off the paint. So what I'm going to do is actually just go ahead and iron decon the paint, so I can get any type of contaminants off before I go ahead and polish the vehicle, because I don't want to have any type of possibility of damaging the paint because of some contaminants that I didn't know I had on it. So you don't have to drench it, you just spraying on. What I use is Adam's Iron Next, I believe it is, but again, there's a million different products out there. I like Car Pro's iron remover also, actually. M.I.A.'s is good, but it's a little pricey compared to what you get. also do this on the wheels even after and when I'm doing the iron decon. Why? Because one, they're paying a price. This is a $320 job. But when I do the iron decon, again, this is the last thing I'll do when I put it on the wheels. I'm not going to put it on the wheels with the paint. I'm going to put it on the wheels, and then when I start my pressure washer, that's actually the first things that I wash off is the iron from the wheels, so I don't have any type of issue with it maybe staining the wheels, especially on wheels like these that have like a glossy finish. When I'm doing the iron decon on the wheels, it's just a light mist like that. Just a light mist. Don't want to put too much. I already put the non-acidic wheel cleaner on it, so the wheel is relatively clean, but we're just doing a light mist. Light mist. Light mist. Light mist. Okay, so now this is actually very important. So now that you've got to the point where you've used your iron remover in your give me 1 second, sorry, in your spray bottle, you want to go ahead and take it off. Okay, spray out the remainder on it wherever on the vehicle you want, doesn't matter. Then in your bucket, because when you're done with this bucket with the soap, then you want to put it in here, wash out, you know, get your this thing wet, brain freeze, and then you want to go ahead and, as you'll see, there it is, you want to squeeze and squirt some of the fresh water through here after you water that. Why do you do that? Because if you don't, eventually the iron decon is going to eat through, because it has such a high acidic level, it's going to eat through these and you'll go through these like so crazy. I've already actually iron decon the vehicle. I've did a light polish. Now this is 3D Poxy, which is a sealant. I put it on by machine. So we're gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes before I go ahead and wipe it off. You apply 3D Epoxy as same that you would, as we would apply a wax, just with a soft foam applicator pad on the polisher. I actually did C2V3, which is G-Technique. If I'm not, is it Carpro? I believe it's G-Technique, which is a sealant, which traditionally that would get you 6 to 8 months, give or take. So on the wheels, should get at least 4 months worth of protection, as that's what he wanted. So I did that on the extra wheel also. Then after this, after I wipe this off, before I do that actually, I'm going to do the windows, get all these water spots off the windows. I have a water spot remover. I'm actually going to use vinegar because I did it on the other side and that works. So I'm just going to use vinegar with a little bit of distilled water. That's going to get all the water spots off. Then I'm gonna wipe it off. Then next time I do is do the trim restore, and we'll be done with the exterior. Then I'll move into the inside. Let's get it. It's been an hour and 45 minutes, so as long as I finish this in the next hour and 30 minutes, give or take, I average about 100 an hour on this one.